We had sent a group of 16 individuals to industrial fire training, and they had completed training on that Friday. And then the group normally travels back from the College Station area to Houston, spends the night, and then returns on an early flight Saturday morning.
We was on a 4-lane highway, and the next thing we knew, we seen a car in our lane coming at us.
Somebody driving over 90 miles an hour came in our lane and hit us head on.
So I said, "Is everybody okay?" And no one responded.
I just opened the door and just crawled. I got far enough away from the car and I just laid there.
I guess all of our training kicked in, and I was going back and forth from Dustin to Jimmy, telling them, I'm still here. What's my name? I wanted them to stay with me.
It was pretty rough.
When the ambulance did arrive and the fire department, they went to work on Jimmy. I went with Dustin to put him on the backboard, and I was telling him, Dustin, this is just the way we trained. It's just a backboard.
And he reminded me, hey, do not move your neck. I mean, and you never know, I could have turned my head and I could have been paralyzed.
I received a phone call. When I answered the phone, it was Tom Henson. Tom explained to me that there had been an accident. I asked Tom, I said, where are you all? And he told me that they were in Giddings, Texas. And I said, Tom, I have no idea where Giddings, Texas is, but I'm coming.
Randy and Greg Dole made their way back, and throughout the course, as they got new information, they would feed that back to me here at the plant level. So my role was primarily taking that information and starting pushing that out, contacting 1-800-ASHLAND, making those notifications. You have the comfort of knowing that the employees that were injured, they're at the hospital. There's nothing more you can do. They're in highest level trained hands to give them the medical care that they need. So then you transition, and your thought is for their families. We knew that we needed to get them there so that they could be with their husbands. Working tirelessly on the phone, coordinating flights, flight schedules, hotel arrangements.
He said we were going to get you on a flight down there to him, and that was kind of overwhelming because you don't expect that. You don't expect everybody to come in almost like a family and be so concerned about getting you where you need to be.
They had my wife on a plane within 12 hours of the accident.
It was a relief to be with him, just to know exactly what was going on.
I recall specifically on that Sunday evening about 9:30 at night when all the details were finalized, and Carol sent me a text and basically told me that, Todd, it was finalized that we're going to be able to get Jimmy on a plane tomorrow, and so we were able to deliver that message to the Butler family, and it was as if you had just relieved the most huge burden off of their shoulders. I mean, just to see the elation in their faces that we were able to secure an ambulance to transport Jimmy from the hospital directly to the airfield in College Station, directly onto a plane, and an hour and a half later he would be landing in Paducah, Kentucky, where an ambulance would be waiting to transport him to his home. In the background of all of this, the plant was able to coordinate getting a medical bed already delivered to the home and get that set up. We were in contact with the Butler's local church, which was a great support mechanism for them. They were able to construct a ramp at the home and have that already constructed when they arrived. Going on that way throughout the past few weeks up on the return, checking on them, trying to do what we can to just care for these employees, love on these employees, and meet all their needs. And it speaks volumes for the company.
What it does, it demonstrates Ashland values, basically the core values that the welfare of our employees is number one for us.
And everything that they've done for me is just above and beyond.
Fortunately, we worked for a place that took care of everything, from the ground to the top.
Ashland doesn't look at their employees as numbers. They're more like family.
And by going through the training, by going through the real exercises of actually responding to emergency, you learn to keep the first thing first. And the first thing is always the safety and health and well-being of the people.